Welcome back to the vlog, guys. This video is sponsored by Swyrise, so I'm going to kick it off with a sponsored segment if you guys want to hang around and find about a very awesome product that I've been loving. Swyrise is a red light therapy device that is convenient. It folds up and can be stored right next to your bed. That's where I keep mine. It has so many different settings to make it customized to fit your skin or therapy needs. There's so many different uses for light therapy. There's red light, green light, blue light, orange light, you name it. And there's a little pamphlet that comes with lots of information on which setting would be right for what your needs are. And I've been using the red light setting every single night as part of my night routine. I really value the healing properties that this light offers for my skin, especially as I've been in kind of a season of struggling with my skin, with my hormones and things like that. This has been such a blessing to me to use every night. I'm filming this in the daytime just for like the sake of good lighting because I usually use this at night, like in my night routine. So I'll include that later in the vlog, but I'm recording this now so that I can actually get you guys like a good view of this thing. It comes with these handy little eye protectors, which just make you look so gorgeous, you know. But no, I really do. I wear these and I put my red light on, and you can totally, like, I'll show you it so it is set up. You can kind of put it on different body parts. We've done it on Austin's back after he plays basketball or has like an intense workout, and then I used it the whole time I was on my cycle this last time around, and I feel like it helped a lot with like the cramping and things. But I mostly like to use it on my face at nighttime, especially because I've read that it's just like very good for skin, like collagen production and just like acne reduction and things like that, but also just really good for your sleep routine. And I've been really trying to refine my night routine. My kids are going crazy on my bed. So I usually put these on and I have it like over my chest and neck, and I just like lay flat with it over my head for about 15 minutes, and it always makes me so sleepy. Like, it makes me so ready for bed. But with all the different light settings, there's like obviously different things that you could use it for. The red is supposed to promote, the red is supposed to be great for like your nighttime routine, but there's other light settings as well. And I've been interested in red light therapy for a very long time. My mom has been into it. A lot of my friends use it. I just have never like fully pulled the trigger. And now that I actually have my own device, I feel like I just use it like almost excessively. It just feels so therapeutic, and I know that it is good for my body. Just really appreciate feeling like I have some sort of access to professional grade skincare right at home, and just with ease of like storing it next to my bed and getting it out right before bed. So if you are a one tired mama looking for another way to add a little bit more of wellness and self-care into your routine, Swyrise is perfect for you. I have a link in the description box to give you a discount on your very own red light therapy device. And thank you, Swyrise, so much for sponsoring today's video. Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. Tonight's video is a little different because it's a evening routine, which has become a new thing for me. I've been really trying to develop a pretty solid night routine, just because I've always been a morning girl and I love nighttime, and like we're night owl people, but I feel like our family has been really benefiting from just like having some sort of actual routine to stick to. So this isn't an every night thing, but a most night thing, and something that we're like striving for. This one was even a little bit more chaotic than usual, but after dinner, I usually clean up while the boys have a bedtime snack, which is usually something that's like very fatty and has some protein and sugars in it. So this particular day, they are having Greek yogurt, which is whole fat with peanut butter and honey to sweeten it. And they eat that while I spend time doing as much dinner cleanup as I can. That way, after I put them down to bed, I don't have as much work to do, because that is the main reason for this whole night routine, is that it's actually something that can wind me down for the day, because I feel like I basically hit the ground running and just like do not stop all day, and was finding myself having a hard time falling asleep, not sleeping very well, and just overall like having a hard time settling for the evening. So setting out my meat for the next day to thaw. I ended up putting this in the fridge before bed, by the way. But yeah, just like closing up the house. And if you followed me on Instagram for a while, I used to be like religious about this, was closing up the kitchen, having it like sparkling clean every night before we would go to bed, and I would put it on my story. That does not happen like anymore. I would say it happens maybe 60% of the time, but the other 40%, it's like mostly cleaned up. It's just the dishes are either rinsed or they're put in the dishwasher to be ran, but it's not sparkling clean because just honestly, we are not in a season where that's like super priority for me, but we do have like the bare minimum that we really try to make sure gets done. So those things could be different for you, but for us, it's things like making sure there's no like food setting out or dishes that are covered in food, like trying to make sure all of our dishes are at least rinsed, but most of the time in the dishwasher. Leftovers are put away, like the countertops get wiped, and I try to pick up toys and things like that, but just like a basic level tidy, nothing crazy. And then I get the boys' rooms prepared and pick out their pajamas just to make it a little bit easier, because right now Austin and I divide and conquer. The boys go to bed mostly at the same time, but Theo takes a little bit longer to fall asleep. Bellamy basically just like falls asleep instantly because he's older and just does so much more in a day. I feel like he just gets so much more exhausted. So anyways, after we get the boys down, it's time for some self-care, some me time, a shower, some skincare. And these are the little verse stickers I have on the boys' door. I forgot that I wanted to show you guys that. I pray these over them most nights and like before their naps and stuff too. Just some Amazon Bible verse stickers, but they're so sweet and just remind me to be very intentional with my time with them before bed. So anyways, time for some self-care. Sorry, I can't stop yawning. I'll show you guys my skincare routine. I don't even know if I introduced this video. I'm filming my night routine. I have finally gotten like a night routine for myself. I feel like it has been probably since before we had kiddos that I've actually given myself like my own night routine that was not just about like, I don't know, getting everyone else to sleep. And it has been so nice for me to do. So I figured I would show you guys a little bit of that, just like trying to be more diligent about that and just really solidifying some routines in our life, because we're kind of in a season where there's like actually the grace for some more routine. Like I feel like I've always had a little infant or a nursing baby, or just something, you know, causing a little bit of causing it to be a little bit more difficult to have like a consistent routine. But right now, like I'm in a season where I'm actually able twice a week. I'm getting up at 4:30 in the morning. Twice a week getting up at 4:30 in the morning and going to a cycle class like outside of the house at the gym and getting back by 6 a.m. That would have never been possible if I had like a nursing baby in my bed or just like a baby who was waking up all night. So it just feels good to be at this phase of motherhood for a little bit. I'm going to try to enjoy it while it lasts because we do plan to have more babies, so it's like it'll be short-lived. All that to say, my skin last month, I wish I had more pictures. All of a sudden, when the sun came out, my skin had like a major freak out. I had pimples all over, which I still have 2 right here that I picked, but they don't look that bad right now. And just texture all over my forehead. I had active breakouts all right here. And honestly, for like the last 5 years, I have not changed my skincare at all. Like I said, I had not changed my skincare, like not even a little bit, in at least 5 years. I just was really fortunate to not like have acne prone skin, and so I didn't even have skincare with active ingredients. Like I was just literally just moisturizing, and that was pretty much it. So I've had to find a total new skincare routine on a major budget. So I found a routine that has actually worked. I've seen actual results. First time in my life where I've like had to actually like totally reroute and just like pivot and figure things out. And it was kind of humbling how much it really affected like my confidence and stuff, because I just was like, I don't know, just didn't realize how much I cared. And anyway, so here's my little skincare routine. I use these wipes, which I actually got gifted, but I really like them and will buy them again because they're such a good deal. I think it's $10 for 50 wipes. Crazy. But It's a rice water based wipe, so it's like Korean skincare, and I use that to take all of my makeup off. And even if I don't wear makeup that day, I use this before I get in the shower. And then in the shower, I've been washing my face with the La Roche-Posay. It's called Effaclar. It's a salicylic acid cleanser, but it's like, I feel like it's pretty gentle. And I had read that this was more gentle than doing like a salicylic acid treatment on your skin after. So I wanted to start with this because it had, like I said, been years since I had used like any form of acne medication, any form of like chemical on my face even. And so I started using this in the shower, and that was mainly to clear up, like, I can't even explain, guys. I had just like bumps and bumps and bumps all over my forehead. It was crazy. So I used this, and then after the shower, I used these, which these were just a Walmart find. I'm almost out. I need to go pick up more. I'm actually obsessed with these. They're the brand Sue. I don't know. But this is an AHA and PHA exfoliating toner pad. Like I said, I haven't used toner. Like, I'm like, what even is toner? Why is it important? I haven't used any of this stuff. I'm almost 30 and I haven't used this stuff. So like, I'm just learning. And that product that I just showed you, I feel like has done like wonders with my skin, just with like brightening and things. And then after that, I follow up with hyaluronic acid by Good Molecules. This is such a huge jar, and I feel like I paid $15 for it, maybe less, maybe even less. Their products are pretty cheap, and this is a huge jar. This is gonna last me for forever. And I can apply that in the morning and at night. And then this is the moisturizer I switched to. This was like, all of these products were recommended for skin that like all of a sudden was just so congested and clogged up, which is what was happening to my skin, and it was just so stressful. But I don't know if I like love this, and this bottle was kind of expensive and it's so small, but it's working. Whatever's working right now. And then, you know, my good old friend, my good friends, my pimple patches, literally Theo and Belle know what they're called because I just always have them on right now. I think I just kind of had a crazy amount of hormones going through my body too, because I'm like not nursing right now, and this will be the third or fourth full month where I actually haven't nursed at all, and I feel like my milk just now dried up. And mind you guys, I have been either pregnant, nursing, or freshly postpartum literally the entire last 4 years, because I nursed Bellamy all the way till the day I had Theo, and then I started nursing Theo for 2 more years. So 4 years straight of my body making milk or making a baby. So I just think my hormones were like, girl, like what's happening, you know? But that's my little lineup, and it has been working really well for me, and I'm very grateful because, man, I just like, it just humbled me and made me realize like, oh, I actually don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to stuff like this. And like, maybe I'm getting old enough now that it's not just gonna cut it to like rub some coconut oil on my face, you know? So I'm very like new to all of that, but that is what's working for me. It's very budget friendly for us. I'm thankful because it was just not gonna work. But anyways, take my shower, do my skincare, and then usually I drink my tea. I would love to drink some more loose leaf tea because I know it's like better for you and not have the little tea bags. But right now I'm just doing like organic red raspberry leaf tea. I know it's like very good for balancing hormones, which clearly with whatever was going on with my skin, I feel like that's a great thing to be doing right now. So sounds like somebody came out of their room. I'm going to assist. Hello. Kind of laughing at the fact that it's still light out and my kiddos already went to bed, but it's like 8 o'clock. I feel like we've accidentally been keeping them up so late because it stays light out and then we lose track of time and we're like, oh. Keep my tea in this cutie little jar on the counter. I'm gonna make it in a little bit. I'm gonna wait a little bit and get all my like cleaning and stuff done, and then I'll make my tea. But isn't this jar so cute? It was from the Target dollar spot and it just makes me happy. This is a rare night where everyone in my house is asleep and I'm still awake. It's usually like the boys are asleep, me and Austin are awake, I fall asleep, then Austin falls asleep, but he was tired today, so everybody's asleep. I'm making my tea. Tonight, it's raspberry tea. Raspberry leaf. It's very good for womanhood. Don't forget to unplug the electric tea kettle. I always just have like one lamp on. I'm gonna bring my Kindle up to my bed. I would normally be able to talk, but like Austin's asleep, like I said, so